Hello, friend. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching this from. It's a very chilly morning here in the village, and I woke up a few minutes ago, and I want to show you something. There is something that I want to share with you. It's an amazing thing. I'm sure probably most of you, or you probably don't know how this works, but first I'll need to visit the garden and pick a few things. Just come with me, let me show you. So here I am in the garden, and I want to pick some few leaves of this sukuma wiki. So I need to be careful on how I do it. This one here, just need a few leaves, not too many, just a few for something that I want to share with you. I can see some that need to be removed or trimmed, so I just need a few leaves for my practical class. If I may. I think this okay, let me add a few more, because after the experiment I'm going to feed them this sukuma wiki to the chicken, so they don't need too much, just a few leaves. And I think I'm done. So come with me. Let me show you something that I want to prepare with this. So how are you doing? First, I want to welcome you to our YouTube channel. This is Inomark, Ino_Mark 29, Ino INNOH _Mark MARK 29. That is our YouTube handle. So kindly go there, subscribe, watch, and also do not forget to leave a comment. So friend, with me here I have a few things that I want to show you. First, here is I have what we call a panga, machete. I have a knife, and also I have a cup with some water in it. So what I want to, without forgetting, I have a certain stone here. So this stone, it's not like the obvious stones that we know of. This is a very different type of stone, and this stone here, it's rarely found. It's not like, okay, it's natural, but finding it is not really easy. So this stone here, it's a very special type of stone, and it's normally used to, hear this, it's used to sharpen sharp objects like a knife or a panga. So I'm going to show you how this stone here works, and it's very you see, most people here in the village do not normally do not get access to what we call grinders. Grinders are normally used to sharpen sharp objects, e.g. the knives and the pangas, if you can. So this stone here is many houses here in the village, they have this type of stone, and they normally use it to sharpen their knives and anything sharp, including the axe. Yeah, you can sharpen your axe using this type of stone, because this type of, it's not common. Yeah, very few people know it, and though here in the village most people know it, because it's simple to use it, and it normally works miracles. Let me show you. And here we go. So normally, before you begin sharpening either your knife, I'll begin with the knife. You have to pour some water on it, yeah, so that it can work properly. Now I'm going to sharpen my knife. So this is how you do it. I need to step on it so that it can be steady. So this is how you do it. This is how you sharpen it. And on the other side you also turn. You don't only sharpen one side, you need to do both. You need to sharpen both. Yeah. Now we are done with this. I think it's very ready. It never takes long. I'll also pour some water here to sharpen, so that I can sharpen the panga. So you do, it's actually the same. You sharpen them the same, both sides, remember, not only one. It's a very nice type of stone, and it's rarely found. Yeah, so people actually buy this. They buy it. It's not readily available. It's not that you can go out, walk and find it. No, they buy it. They are mined from, okay, I really don't know where they are mined from, but they are bought. They don't just pick it. So this one might take longer because it's big inside. It's not, you cannot compare it to the knife. The knife is smaller, so it's easier to sharpen it. But this one will take some time. Yeah, they are done now. It's time to show you the experimental part. Now friend, after finishing that, I'm going to demonstrate to you how it works. So I have my kales here. These are veggies. They are food. Yeah, they are food. But today they are food for people, and also animals consume it. So after that, I'm going to demonstrate or show you how this works. These are sukuma wiki. I'll use the sukuma wiki or the kales for the knife, and also I have a piece of a banana plant here. I'll also use now this one here. I'll use the panga to demonstrate how sharp it is after that small exercise. So watch this. So this is for the kales. You want to see how sharp it is. Yeah, very sharp, very sharp. You don't need a grinder here in the village. You just need this type of stone. It's very sharp. It can actually cut my fingers off if I'm not carefully. If I do not do it carefully, it will cut off my fingers. As you can see, I'm doing it slowly and carefully, and also it's working. Very sharp, very sharp. Yeah, so I'll finish this later. As you can see, it's working, and it's working very very fine. So I'll finish with this later. Now on to this. Yeah, this one here. Now if the panga or the machete is not sharp, it won't cut it. But here, you see, I'm not using too much force, but it's cutting down. Yeah. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, normally the birds love this. They eat it. So what I wanted to tell you is that you do not need a grinder in the village to do this type of tasks, the jobs. You just need this type of stone to sharpen your pangas or your whatever that you want to sharpen. So friend, if at all you live in the village and you're struggling to sharpen either your knife, your panga, your axe, or whatever sharp object that you need for your either work, you can look for this. I do not know where they normally mine them from, but it's a very nice type of stone. As you can see, it's very smooth. It's not rough. There are stones that are normally rough, but their work is not similar to this. The rough stones are normally used to grind the rough stones, but this one here is very very smooth, and its work it's to sharpen. These are the stones that are normally used by the barbers. You know, for men, those who shave, not only men, but those who shave, the machines that the barber normally uses on you, they are sharpened, and they are sharpened using this type of stone. So okay, this type of stone, they are normally there are certain types of stones that are smaller, though they are this type, they are smaller, so you buy it. Remember, this one also was bought, not that it was mined here in the village, it was bought. So the barber normally uses this type of stone. The carpenters also, those that use they are called randa. There are some randas. They are actually they were used in the past. I'm not really sure if they are used anymore, but in the past a randa is something that you hold with your arm, then you push forward. It's manual. Yeah, you know, nowadays things have changed. They are not like in the past whereby you were using too much force. Nowadays I think the carpenters have advanced in whatever they use. I do not really know, but I believe they no longer use the randa. So what I was saying is, this type of stone is rarely found, but here in our village I believe most people own them, because they without them, then you need to go to somebody to borrow, because it's like a necessity. You cannot cut your tomatoes or your onions or your kales without this stone, or you cannot slaughter your chicken without this stone, because you need a sharp knife. You cannot cut down your tree without this stone. You need a sharp axe or a sharp panga. You cannot feed your animals with this banana stem without without this stone, because you need a sharp panga or a sharp machete. So this stone is a very very essential thing here in the village. But for those people who are in Nairobi, Kisumu, Nakuru, in big towns, I don't think they own this type of stones. Their knives are normally sharpened using grinders. There are people who pass by the houses or in the market, for those women who sell veggies, you know. They normally depend on those people so that they can come and sharpen their knives for them to work easily, because the customers, my girls were bigger in size. I cut them in bigger sizes, but normally I inclusive, if I go, okay, when I was back in the city, if I want to go for kills, I'll go for the ones that are sliced in smaller pieces, like the ones, we believe, I believe that if you cut your kales in bigger sizes, they want to be sweet when you are cooking them. So I go for the smaller size, the smallest actually. There are women there back in where I used to stay. There are women who slice them in very, very tiny slices, and when you cook them, they are normally very, very sweet. So that is it for today. I'm sure there are people wondering, like, why are your shoes so dirty? My shoes are dirty, my Vans actually, because it has been raining. It was raining the whole night. You know, as I told you earlier, here in Gusii region, this region is normally blessed. Like, rain is there always, but from a distance, the sun is almost coming out. Yeah. And also, friend, this is the end of our today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a few things that what this type of stone can do. I do not really have a specific name for the stone, but it's a very, very nice stone. I wonder what we would be, where we could be, or what we would be doing without this type of stone. Yeah, because we normally in the house, you have to chop your tomatoes into smaller sizes so that you can cook them, your onions. So if this stone was not here, then we would be traveling for a very long distance. Soon I'll take you to where our big market is. I planned to take you on Tuesday, but unfortunately it rained, and when it rains, it's normally muddy over there. Yeah, so I avoided it. But come tomorrow on Friday, if the weather will allow me, I'll take you to the market and I'll show you how far it is from here where we live. It's actually a very long distance. For I'll be walking. You know, normally I use a motorbike. I call someone from over there, he comes, picks me, and then from there I also call him, he drops me here. But tomorrow, if the weather will allow me, I'll prepare a video. This video is for Friday, so the video that I'm not really sure, because as I told you, when it rains at the market, it's normally muddy. It's impassable. It's a mess. Yeah, it's a mess. So if the weather will allow me, I'll show you there. So thank you for taking your time to watch this video. Thank you for those who keep on subscribing and those who keep on recommending the channel to your friends, your family, your loved ones, and anybody that you wish to share it with. I'll also end this video here. See you on our next video. Bye bye for now.